Stop overpaying. Brainy Buyer's head-to-head comparison mean you save. Like what you see? Subscribe and fund the fight for honest reviews.
Torn between the SONY 28-70mm F3.5-5.6 FE-OSS and the Canon EF-S 17-85mm F/4-5.6 is USM lens? It's a tough call. Both are renewed lenses aiming for that sweet spot of value.
The Sony, at first glance, seems like the practical choice. It's a pound in weight, renewed, and available for around $226 from Electronics Basket. Is it exciting enough, though?
Well, exciting might be subjective, but reliable is definitely accurate. That 28-70mm range is super versatile. Think portraits with a nice bokeh at 70mm, then quickly zoom out to 28mm for group shots. Plus, it has optical steady shot, which is a lifesaver for handheld shooting.
The Canon, renewed and selling for around $169, wise bulkier, nearly 10 by 10 by 10 inches in product dimensions. But that 17mm wide end is calling my name. What am I sacrificing?
You're getting a wider field of view, absolutely. Imagine capturing stunning landscapes or squeezing into tight spaces. But remember, it's an EF-S lens, meaning it's designed for Canon's crop sensor cameras.
Okay, so let's talk about image quality. How do these lenses stack up in the real world?
The Sony's optical steady shot is a big advantage. It helps compensate for camera shake, giving you sharper images, especially in low light. Think clearer evening shots without cranking up the ISO.
The Canon has image stabilization too, but it's an older generation. It'll help, but it might not be as effective as the Sony's OSS, especially if your hands are shaky. Plus, the Sony has a slightly better average customer rating of 4.5 versus Canon's 3.2.
Here's the real kicker. The Sony, while versatile, might not satisfy serious landscape photographers craving ultra-wide angles. That 17mm on the Canon is seriously tempting for expansive vistas.
And the Sony's variable aperture of f/3.5 to 5.6 means it might struggle in very low light situations. You'll need to bump up the ISO or use a tripod more often.
Exactly. So are you prioritizing a compact, stabilized all-rounder, or a wider perspective with a slightly older stabilization system?
It really boils down to your shooting style and what you value most in a lens.
If you're a traveler who wants a lightweight, adaptable lens for various situations, the Sony is a strong contender.
But if you're passionate about landscapes and want that dramatic wide-angle perspective, and you have a compatible Canon crop sensor body, the Canon is worth considering.
Ultimately, both are decent renewed options. Weigh your priorities and choose the lens that best aligns with your photographic vision. Don't miss out on our next in-depth review to help you make smarter purchasing decisions. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always in the know.